Hey there, and hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. As you come on, please do drop into the comments, say hi, and where you are tuning in from. We're talking about an interesting topic today. I actually posted about this in a recent poll that I conducted the middle of last week, just asking people if they felt if some of the newer people to LinkedIn or people in general were starting to use LinkedIn like all the other platforms. And there was about 120 votes. So I had some good market research, and over 81% felt that people were. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more deeply about this, why you shouldn't treat LinkedIn like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, amongst other platforms. So buckle up and let's dive on in. Hey everyone, Scott Aaron here. As you come on, please drop into the comments below. Please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you are watching this training on the replay, just so I know to go back and say hello later. Please tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react and respond to this any which way you want. And if we're not yet connected on LinkedIn, please do head over to my profile, hit my follow button, and turn my LinkedIn notification bell on so you don't miss any of my content that I put out every Monday through Saturday, especially my 2 free trainings, which are every Monday and Thursday between 10 and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, as you come on, if I'm coming through loud and clear, please do drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Just want to make sure there are no audio issues, no video issues and such. So please do drop that in the comments if you could, if you're on here live, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram. Doesn't have to be all of you, just one of you would be better than no one. Just there was a video that I did last week where I wasn't even sure if anything was coming through or if people couldn't comment. Brad says, good morning, loud and clear. He's on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you, Brad. So YouTube seems to be working. So I'm assuming that Facebook and LinkedIn are working as well. So let's get into this. So there are 3 specific reasons why you should not be treating LinkedIn like Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Now, what I'll say is this breaks down more to about your business, who your client avatar is. If your people, ideal clients, are not really spending time on LinkedIn, then you don't really have to repurpose on the platform. LinkedIn is it's in a league of its own. It's a whole separate animal. It's a whole separate core demographic. It's a separate way of creating content. But I see people just, and you can tell because people will make a post on LinkedIn and they'll have 37,000 hashtags. Now, you can completely tell that was just copy and pasted from Instagram or even Facebook. As I've clarified before, you only want 3 hashtags in your content to maximize the LinkedIn algorithm. But there are 3 reasons why you should not treat LinkedIn this way. So the first is you have to understand who uses LinkedIn. Now, that is not to say who can use LinkedIn. Anyone can use LinkedIn. But I would say there are 3 core demographics that use LinkedIn. Number one, well, I would say the overarching demographic of people that are on LinkedIn are business professionals. There are business professionals that are on here. Now, the purpose, right? The reason and who, right? You have job seekers. You have people that are looking to advance in their professional career. You have job recruiters. So you have professional recruiters that are on here that are looking to find people to fill positions in the company that they're with. You also have just general business owners that are looking to educate, inform, and be a value-added resource to the network that they're building. So the fact of the matter is that when you understand who uses LinkedIn, that should correlate to the type of content that you should be posting, who you should be connecting with, because your content is key. That is what is going to position you as the expert in your space, as a go-to resource, as a value-added resource. You're not looking to just post and pray, spray and pray, and repurpose everything. Now, Nancy and I do believe in working smarter and not harder, but when it comes to LinkedIn, you have to really make sure is what I'm posting on the other platforms relevant and able to be resonated with who uses LinkedIn. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the comments. If you're coming on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. Drop your city, state, country, province. Where in the world are you watching this training from? Don't forget to tag some people, share this video onto your LinkedIn timeline, like, support, react, respond any which way you want. And please don't forget to head over to my LinkedIn profile, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on after hitting my follow button so we can stay connected. Now, so when you understand who uses LinkedIn, job seekers, recruiters, business professionals, business content creators, right? Experts in the space that they're in, you're going to start to understand not only now I know who uses LinkedIn, but the second and most important reason I would say is understanding why are those people using LinkedIn. Now, I'll turn the question to all of you that are on here live. What is the number one reason? And this is good market research. Type in the comments, what is your number one reason for using LinkedIn? You personally, that's watching this right now, what is your number one reason for using LinkedIn? What would you say? Is it for career advancement? Would you say it's for general business networking? Would you say it's for lead gen, client acquisition, increasing sales, job recruitment? You know, what would you say is your number one reason for using LinkedIn? Drop it in the comments, because this is important. This is impactful. It's important, and you need to understand. So Brad says networking with other business owners and recruiting. Right. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you can't accomplish that on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. There is just a different core demographic of people that are on those specific platforms. So truly understanding why are people using LinkedIn and how are they using it? Now, I pulled up a Wikipedia's definition for what LinkedIn is. So LinkedIn describes itself, and I'm gonna put this up on the screen so you guys can read this with me, just so you guys can see. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to read it because it's too long. I actually can't put it on there. So LinkedIn describes itself as a business and employment-focused social media platform that operates through websites and mobile apps. It was launched on May 5th, 2003, and is primarily used for professional networking and career development. Members can create profiles, post for their CVs, connect with others, and access job postings. The platform supports various activities like organizing events, joining groups, writing articles, and more, facilitating professional connections online. I mean, it doesn't get any more clear than that. You need to understand why people are using LinkedIn. I understand that you want to work smarter and not harder, but there is some content that people are posting on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok that is not relevant on LinkedIn. I posted this the other day. I almost rarely, if not ever, post anything personal on LinkedIn. it's not that I don't feel my network would care about it. I don't care to share my personal life with my business life. I kind of keep that even behind closed doors. Sometimes I don't share any of that on Facebook or Instagram either. It was my birthday on Saturday, and I did a video and thanked everybody. A bunch of people messaged me on LinkedIn. I'm going to be getting back to all of you today, but that's the personal side of me. People took the time to wish me a happy birthday, which was wonderful, but I'm not going to use LinkedIn for something that I don't use it for. Another thing, at the time that I'm doing this training, it's at sundown tonight. It'll be the first night of Passover. I'm not going to post about Passover on my business platform. I'm going to post about it on my social platform where I'm connected to a lot of friends and family. Not saying that I don't have friends and family on LinkedIn, but I know and understand why certain people are using what platforms and for what reason why they're using the platform. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. So just to review, if you came on late, 3 reasons why you should not treat like LinkedIn like all the other platforms is, number 1, you got to understand who uses it, right? It's business professionals, recruiters, and people looking for career advancement or increasing their business, but also understanding why those who are on LinkedIn are using it. So they're using it for career advancement, lead gen, sales, all of those things. Now, the final thing that I want to leave you with is easier is not always better. Easier is not always better. That is the honest to God truth. Easier is not always better. Just because you can repurpose your content and drag and drop it onto LinkedIn doesn't mean you should. Just because you can copy and paste a post from Instagram or Facebook and throw it up on LinkedIn doesn't mean you should. The content that I post on LinkedIn is completely separate from what I post about on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Completely separate. Unless if it's about LinkedIn, because sometimes I do talk about LinkedIn on Facebook, on Instagram, and TikTok. But for the greater majority of the content that I put out on LinkedIn, you will not find that same content on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And that is my advice to every single person that's watching this. Treat LinkedIn the way that it should be treated. It's a separate platform. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok have very similar functionalities. They are entertainment platforms, just like YouTube. Now, people will argue with me that, LinkedIn's for entertainment too. It's edutainment. Education with entertainment is completely fine. But just doing some sort of viral TikTok dance or something like that, that's not what it's for. It's not what it's for. I can clearly tell you that that's not what it's for. And Charmaine said people are using LinkedIn for different outcomes than people on Facebook, Instagram, etc. They are using it to find a job, change, advance careers, find clients, find people who can provide a professional service they need, and learn and get info about business, personal development, marketing, and leadership, just to name a few. Therefore, content should be professionally oriented, not pictures of your dinner. I could have not said that any better. And just to kind of read Charmaine's comment one last time, just so you guys can let that sit in before we jump off today. People are using LinkedIn for different outcomes than people on Facebook, Instagram, etc. They're using it to find a job, change and advance their careers, find clients, find people who can provide a professional service they need, and learn and get info about business, personal development, marketing, and leadership, just to name a few. Therefore, your content should be professionally oriented, not pictures of your dinner. Charmaine, you are a bright light in this world, and I appreciate you adding that value to today's training. So I encourage you to take Charmaine's advice. and what I've gone over with you guys today, which is understanding who uses LinkedIn, understanding why those people are using LinkedIn, and easier is not always better. Just because you can repost something from a different platform and copy and paste it onto LinkedIn doesn't mean you should. So again, drop in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it educational and it left you better. So love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.